BXB. It's in the game!
Hey guys, it's me Ben back with another one of my quick reviews, and this time I'm looking at a game that is being re-released onto the current generation of hardware on Xbox One, on PlayStation 4 and the Nintendo Switch, and that is Rogue Trooper, that originally came out in 2006. That's over 10 years ago, guys. We're not talking one generation ago, we're talking 2 generations ago. We're talking the Xbox, the original Xbox, we're talking the PlayStation 2. Those were the platforms you originally saw Rogue Trooper, and I will admit, I didn't play it back then. That's because I never had massive interest in Rogue Trooper. Now, Rogue Trooper is one of the properties, one of the family members, if you like, from the 2000 AD series of comic books. Now, some people might not be aware of this, but the publisher of Rogue Trooper and the developer, Rebellion, are actually the owners and the publishers for the 2000 AD comics, famous for, of course, Judge Dredd, amongst many others, and one of that is, of course, Rogue Trooper, also connected to the New Earth comic book series as well. And 2000 AD is an anthology comic, so it has lots of little short stories, so you read it, you might buy it maybe for your Judge Dredd, but you'll also read some Rogue Trooper in there, Nemesis the Warlock, and other sort of titles such as that. Now, I was never a big fan of 2000 AD when I was growing up, and therefore I never came across Rogue Trooper. So when the game came out in 2006, guess what? I didn't play it. Now, for some reason that I can't quite fathom, Rebellion decided, in conjunction with another developer, a smaller developer, to bring out Rogue Trooper again in 2000 AD. In 2000 AD. Well, yeah, 2000 and something. In 2017. And I'm really not sure why. And why is the question I kept asking myself when I was playing this Redux version of the game. It's unnecessary. Now, in 2006 when this game came out, it got pretty good reviews. It was like the best B-tier game in that year, if you like. It got things from the 5 out of 10s to the 8 out of 10s. It ran the gamut, but it was quite well received. It did some things with mechanics that maybe you hadn't seen at that point in a third-person shooter. There is crafting, there are resource management elements, and then there's this thing where when your squaddies die, your other troopers, because you're actually called Rogue, your other troopers die, you get a chip out of their brain, which then you can incorporate into your tech, your weapon, your backpack, etc. And then they kind of stay with you. It's almost like having a squad of guys with you who aren't physically there, who are kind of just in your mind. It's all a bit weird and crazy and strange, and I'm sure it's accurate to the comic book. But as a game now, first of all, this game don't look great. It looks better than it did in 2006, but at best I'd say it looks last gen, like they brought it up to the sort of the levels on the 360. And of course, you know, you're hamstrung. You know, you're hamstrung by what the game was over 10 years ago. Levels are kind of bland and uneventful looking. Everything is quite muddy. Geometry is sharp and unrealistic. Character models are okay. Voice acting is bad. This crafting mechanics, having to like make your own bullets instead of just picking them up, it's just frankly tedious. And beyond that, the aiming, the mobility, even when I had tweaked the controls and played with the sensitivities and really put some time into it to try and get familiar with it, it was just clunky and awkward. I'm playing this and I'm thinking to myself, why? Why has this game been brought out again now? Now, Rebellion has come out and said they feel like this game was a critical hit and they feel like it had some amazing fresh mechanics at the time and they want to bring it to a wider audience, you know, bring it to a modern audience. And really all it is sort of a relic of the time. I don't think anybody thinks of Rogue Trooper really as this quintessential example of the third-person shooter. It does do some things that weren't common back then. Look, this has a cover mechanic. This is way before Gears of War on the 360, guys, so credit to them where it's due. This has a context-sensitive cover mechanic. It has blind fire. It does have things that you didn't see in a lot of shooters at the time. However, we're in 2017 now. This stuff has been done for a decade or more. It has been honed, it has been improved, it has been sharpened and just made into its perfection of the concept. So as a historical artifact, Rogue Trooper is interesting. As a fan of games and as someone who never played it the first time around, I found it interesting. It's, however, not that fun and it's not that good. The characters are flat, everything is really predictable, everything is dull and lifeless. And I couldn't really get behind Rogue, this blue GI. I just didn't care. I didn't care about the conflict, the genetic infantry against the Naughts. I just didn't really give a monkeys about any of it. And I'm really kind of just confused as to why this even exists as a game right now. So for all those reasons and a few more, I don't know who this is appealing to. I don't know who's going to be picking it up. Maybe you'll pick it up because you have nostalgia for that game in 2006. But frankly, I don't think that many people even played it in 2006. But hey, if it's your bag, more power to you. To me, I just don't understand it. And I don't get it. And the big question is why. And because of that, I give it 2 out of 5 stars.
BXB. It's in the game.